Jenn Tran has responded to ongoing dating rumors about Jonathon Johnson, as the pair continue to spend time together after the Bachelorette final. Ever since the Bachelorette's 21st season wrapped on ABC, Jenn and Jonathon have apparently been joined at the hip. Jonathon was spotted cheering Jenn on for her first Dancing with the Stars performance on Tuesday night from the front row. Jenn, 26, told Us Weekly that she feels lucky to have her good friend by her side following her devastating split from the Bachelorette winner, Devin Strader. "Honestly, it just means so much," Jenn told the magazine at the September 17 live premiere of Dancing with the Stars. "He's such a good friend of mine, and to be able to be here in LA and cultivate that friendship with him now, it's exactly what I need right now is someone to lean on, and he's been exactly that." On Dancing with the Stars Season 33 premiere, Jenn and her pro partner, Sasha Farber, performed a Cha-Cha to Flowers by Miley Cyrus, which was selected as Jenn's anthem after her whirlwind The Bachelorette experience. Jenn and Sasha received a score of 19 out of 30 possible points from Dancing with the Stars judges Derek Ho, Carrie Ann Inaba, and Bruno Tonioli, positioning them in the middle of the night's scoring leaderboard. During Jenn's time to shine, cameras panned over to Jonathon, sitting with fellow Bachelor Nation alums Justin Glaze, Susie Evans, Jason Tartick, and Kelsey Anderson. The Bachelor 28 star Joey Graziadei is also competing on the Dancing with the Stars season. Jenn said she was actually not expecting such high scores from the judges. "I was expecting all twos," Jenn quipped. "I'm honestly just so excited. I had fun out there, which is just like the best part because I feel like I'm so critical of myself. So the whole time I just want it to be perfect, but I'm happy that I was able to let loose and have fun." Jenn admitted she forgot to smile and have fun, but she'll work on that in the coming weeks. "I just want everything to be perfect, but the best tip is, let loose and have fun, because that's when the hips come in and everything else comes in," Jenn shared with us. Fans have been shipping Jenn and Jonathon as a couple ever since their first post, the Bachelorette reunion in early September. "We're on such good terms," Jenn recently shared on the Off the Vine with Caitlin Bristow podcast, adding how she wants to remain friends with some of the guys from the Bachelorette season. "I'm like, people are going to think I'm weird, but no, I just want to be their friend. Everything worked out the way that it needed to. I have so much love and gratitude for the guys on my season." Jenn pointed out how fans will probably see her grabbing a beer with not only Jonathon, but her fourth-place The Bachelorette finisher Jeremy Simon as well. "I want so badly to keep those friendships, but nothing more than that," she noted. When asked if he'd like to turn his friendship with Jenn into a romance on The Vile Files, Jonathon explained, "It's a hard position to be in and I'm not just trauma dumping right now, but I think people have been in love with the idea of me before, and then not actually myself." Jonathon noted that getting eliminated from The Bachelorette in third place made him feel like everyone else can see his worth except for the person he really wanted to see it. "It's hard to go back on that. I'm not saying getting back together could never happen. I'm not saying that," Jonathon acknowledged. However, Jonathon pointed out how Jenn will be living in Los Angeles for a few months, allowing them many opportunities to chat about the nature of their relationship and the future. Nick advised Jonathon not to tease Bachelor Nation for too long about his relationship with Jenn if nothing is going to happen. Like in the case of the Bachelorette alums Hannah Brown and Tyler Cameron, because people might turn on them. "What if we don't know, though?" Jonathon asked. "What if we can't make our minds up?" The podcast's host Nick Viall therefore asked Jonathon point blank, "Do you want to try? Do you want to explore it?" "I don't know," Jonathon replied. "Open-minded is probably where I stand. I genuinely have no idea." As for why the pair didn't work out to begin with, Jenn explained on Off the Vine that it just wasn't there with Jonathon. "I don't think he'll mind me saying this, but he just wasn't sure about doing long distance. Jenn revealed of the California-based creative director who works in ads and marketing. "I was like, I live in Miami, and I'm not going to be moving, and he's not going to be moving." Jenn elaborated, "So we were both kind of just like, we didn't know if long distance-wise how it would work. If his heart wasn't in it and mine wasn't, then it wasn't going to work." Jonathon finished Jenn's The Bachelorette season in third place behind Devin and her runner-up Marcus Schoberg. Jonathon admitted on the August 29 episode of the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast that he knew he was going home after fantasy suite dates. "I think there was just an X factor missing. We were like, everything is great, everything is fun, and we have no Jenn and Jonathon have gone on dinner dates, posted flirty TikTok videos, and attended parties together. And issues with each other," Jonathon recalled. "There was no drama, and it was just free and easy, but that next step was there, and we were behind." Jonathon regrettably waited too long to fully open his heart and express his feelings to Jenn, and so he left The Bachelorette's 21st season after fantasy suite dates, lamenting about how he had gotten in his own way of finding true love. Jenn ultimately got engaged to Devin at the final rose ceremony in Hawaii, but she announced on the Bachelorette final how he had dumped her in a brief early August phone call that devastated her. But if Jonathon and Jenn don't work out, he has an official invitation to look for love on Bachelor in Paradise's 10th season next year. Jenn Tran has been in the spotlight ever since her unforgettable journey on The Bachelorette season 21, and now rumors are swirling about her relationship with Jonathon Johnson, her third-place finalist. The pair has been spotted together multiple times since the show's finale, leading to speculation that their friendship might be evolving into something more. Fans of The Bachelorette are eager to know whether Jenn and Jonathon are rekindling a romance or just enjoying each other's company as close friends. The rumors started gaining traction after Jonathon was seen cheering Jenn on from the front row during her debut performance on Dancing with the Stars, News.Is, Season 33. Jenn, partnered with professional dancer Sasha Farber, performed a cha-cha to Miley Cyrus' hit song Flowers. Her routine, which earned a score of 19 out of 30 from the judges, marked her transition from The Bachelorette to a new chapter in her public life. However, as much as the dance captivated the audience, it was Jonathon's presence in the audience that drew attention. Jonathon wasn't alone in the crowd, though. Sitting alongside him were other familiar faces from the Bachelor franchise, including Justin Glaze, Susie Evans, Jason Tartick, and Kelsey Anderson. The strong support from Bachelor Nation didn't go unnoticed, but Jonathon's front row seat and his enthusiastic reactions had fans buzzing about the nature of his relationship with Jenn. In an interview with Us Weekly following her News.Is performance, Jenn addressed the speculation head-on, making it clear that Jonathon is an important part of her life, but remaining coy about whether their friendship might evolve into something romantic. "He's such a good friend of mine," Jenn said, expressing gratitude for his presence during such a pivotal time in her life. "To be able to be here in LA and to cultivate that friendship with him now, it's exactly what I need right now. He's been exactly that, someone to lean on." Jenn went on to explain how much she values her bond with Jonathon, particularly after the emotionally challenging end of her engagement to the Bachelorette winner, Devin Strader. "Honestly, it just means so much," Jenn told Us Weekly. "After everything with Devin, having Jonathon by my side is just comforting. But I know people are curious about whether there's more to it." Despite the constant chatter about their relationship, Jenn remained firm in her stance that she and Jonathon are simply close friends. "We've always been on good terms," Jenn added. "People are going to think I'm weird, but no, I just want to be their friend. Everything worked out the way it needed to." While Jenn was open about her connection with Jonathon, his take on their relationship added more intrigue to the ongoing rumors. Jonathon joined the Viall Files podcast, hosted by Nick Viall, where he discussed the possibility of romance with Jenn. Although Jonathon didn't dismiss the idea entirely, he expressed uncertainty about whether their friendship could evolve into something more. "It's a hard position to be in," Jonathon admitted on the podcast. "I think people have been in love with the idea of me before, but not actually me." Jonathon elaborated on how his experience on The Bachelorette made him reflect on his relationships. Getting eliminated in third place after the fantasy suite dates was tough for him. "It's like everyone else can see your worth except for the person you want to see it," he said. Although Jonathon acknowledged the connection he and Jenn had, he admitted that there was something missing. "I think there was just an X factor missing. Everything was great and fun, but we didn't quite get to that next step." Nick Viall, never one to shy away from tough questions, asked Jonathon point-blank whether he would consider pursuing a romantic relationship with Jenn now that The Bachelorette has ended. "I don't know," Jonathon responded thoughtfully. "I'm open-minded, but I genuinely have no idea where things could go." Jenn also offered some insight into why her relationship with Jonathon didn't develop further on The Bachelorette. Speaking on Caitlin Bristow's Off the Vine podcast, Jenn explained that it ultimately came down to geography and differing priorities. "He just wasn't sure about doing long distance," Jenn revealed. "I live in Miami, and I'm not going to be moving. He's based in California, and we both knew we weren't going to move for each other." The distance issue, coupled with the pressures of the show, made it difficult for Jenn and Jonathon to explore their connection fully. "If his heart wasn't in it, and mine wasn't either, then it just wasn't going to work," Jenn added. "We were both kind of just like, how is this going to work long distance? So it didn't." While Jonathon didn't express regret over how things played out, he did acknowledge during the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast that he may have waited too long to open up to Jenn. "I think I got in my own way," Jonathon admitted. "I waited too long to express my feelings, and by the time I did, it was too late." Despite Jenn and Jonathon downplaying the romantic aspect of their relationship, fans are shipping the pair hard. Their playful interactions, flirty TikTok videos, and multiple public outings together have fueled speculation that there might be more than friendship brewing. Even if the two insist that they're just friends, fans can't help but hope that their connection will turn into something more. Bachelor Nation has been particularly vocal on social media, with many people pointing out that the chemistry between Jenn and Jonathon is undeniable. "They're the couple that should have happened on The Bachelorette," one fan tweeted. Another commented, "Jenn and Jonathon are giving off big Hannah Brown and Tyler Cameron vibes. Are we sure they're just friends?" While Jenn and Jonathon haven't confirmed any romantic involvement, they have been spending plenty of time together. The two have gone on dinner dates, attended parties, and even posted TikTok videos of them dancing together. Their easy rapport and shared experiences from The Bachelorette have only added to the speculation. With Jenn living in Los Angeles temporarily for Dancing with the Stars, it's possible that she and Jonathon will continue to spend time together and grow closer. The proximity could give them an opportunity to explore their relationship further, though both have emphasized that they're focused on maintaining their friendship for now. Jonathon, for his part, has kept the door open for the future. When asked on the Viall Files whether he would consider revisiting a romance with Jenn, he replied, "I'm not saying it could never happen. I'm not saying that." The ambiguity has left fans guessing about what might come next for the pair. Jenn, however, is determined to keep her focus on the present. "I just want to have fun right now and see where life takes me," she said. "I've been through a lot emotionally, and I'm not in a rush to jump into anything serious." Even if romance isn't in the cards for Jenn and Jonathon right now, Bachelor Nation is hopeful that the two will keep fans updated on their journey, whether as best friends or something more, and if their current friendship turns into love. As Jenn Tran navigates life after The Bachelorette, her connection with Jonathon Johnson remains a hot topic. Despite the dating rumors, both Jenn and Jonathon insist they're focused on their friendship for now, with no pressure to define their relationship. However, the undeniable chemistry between them has left fans wondering if love might blossom after all. Only time will tell, but for now, Jenn is focused on dancing her heart out on Dancing with the Stars, with Jonathon cheering her on every step of the way.